Hey everybody, welcome. It is Wednesday morning and I'm getting back on track where I'm doing these lives for you guys. And I just want to welcome you. I appreciate you guys showing up. I appreciate you being here. And I want you to learn from this. So I want you to take advantage of that chat box over there. Type in there any questions you may have, any comments, suggestions, whatever, because I want you guys to learn from this. I really do. I think it's super important. And here's the cool thing. If you learn this stuff, you can take any product and make money. I think a lot of people think, the only way I can make money, JR, is if I come up with a really cool product and I'm able to sell it. And the truth is, you need to learn marketing skills. If you learn the marketing skills, you can take any product. It doesn't matter, and you can make money with it. So that's what I want to share with you. A big takeaway today is learn the marketing. Don't worry about the products. The products can be digital, physical, they can be sports related, they can be artistic, they can be anything you want. But if you know how to do these marketing skills, that's the thing that's going to make you money. Marketing, marketing, marketing. That's the key. That's the people that make money, the people who know how to market. If you're new to the channel, please do me a favor and subscribe to the channel. There's a big button down there. It'll be red. You want to click it and turn it gray. That's super important. Okay. And then after you do that, you want to ring the bell, turn on all bell notifications so you're notified each and every time I go live. All those things are important, okay? Because you want to continue your education. It's not just watching one video, though this one video will show you $1 million funnel, which is pretty cool. But it's not just the one video, it's all of this information compounded. I started doing this, 12 years ago. It's been over a decade now. And I learn stuff every day. I mean, seriously, guys, every single day there's something new that I'm picking up and learning. And that's not to scare you. I mean, you may say, well, oh my gosh, JR, I'll never catch up. Yeah, you will. And it doesn't really matter. You'll get this stuff. I promise you will get it. So what I'm going to do today is I built a funnel. And in this funnel, it's going to walk you through every single step of what I did to make this funnel. You're going to see the emails. You're going to see the pages that we click through to, so you can see the sales pages. All this stuff is going to be available to you today. So I would suggest you sit back, you take notes. If you jot down what I'm doing in this funnel and you apply it to any list you have, any product you have, you will make money. Okay. It's just, I don't know how you couldn't make money unless you send it to people that don't open your emails. If you have a list of people that will open your emails, this will make you money. You need to do these things, guys. You will make money. I've been doing this for many, many years now. And I'm sharing this with you so that you can get the same results that we get. I'm checking my phone off to the side here and I'm checking your comments. Now I have a comment section right here so I can converse with you back and forth. So any questions you have as I get into this funnel, please put them in that comment section. This stuff's going to make you money today. Write it down, write it down, write it down. I can't emphasize this enough, because when you go back and you use the software that I'm going to tell you about, and I'll tell you about that at the end, that I built all of this in, but it's extremely cheap. And I'm going to show you how you can get the software for $1. A dollar. Okay, just $1. The stuff I'm going to show you is going to cost you $1. So if you've got $1 to invest, this software is going to be amazing. If you don't have $1, don't watch this video, okay? Because this is not meant for you. If you don't have $1 scraped together yet, this is not meant for you. So what I want to do is I want to jump into that software and then show you exactly what I built in here and how it's working. Okay, so it's going to be super easy. You just follow these steps. And let me make sure I've got the right thing pulled up here. I do. All right, let me get back to StreamYard, which is the software I highly recommend. I'm using a software called StreamYard, guys. When you're live streaming, it works great. I think you'll really like it. So check out StreamYard, and I'll have a link to that in the description when we're done. So if you want to get StreamYard, you can also do that. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen. So I'm going to share a screen right here. And I think I'm going to share a Chrome tab. And I want to share, where is that one I want to share with you? This Kartra one right here. That's the one I want to share with you. So you should be seeing this tab now. And I'm going to go into this funnel here. There's other ones that are hooked into this, but this is the one I want to share with you. So let's go ahead and go into this one here. I'm going to click edit. And that's the cool thing about the software, guys. You could just go in here and change things on the fly. And I'll tell you what the software is at the end, so don't worry about that so much right now. But I just want to show you what it looks like so you can see it too. Okay, so this is the actual funnel here, and I want to make sure you guys are seeing it. And do me a favor, type in that chat box there if you can see this, if you can hear me. I just want to make sure everybody is seeing this and hearing this properly. I don't want to show you something and you're not hearing it or seeing it. So just type in there, yes, I can hear you. And also put in there where you're from, introduce yourself. I've gotten to know a lot of people on these live streams and help them out. And I can probably help you out with what you're doing in marketing online. This is free. I'm not selling you anything. Okay. You could just put your credit cards away. If you got them and you want to buy something, you're going to have to go someplace else because you're not going to be able to buy here. Okay. So I'm just going to teach you how to do this. So jot in there any comments you have, guys. Your comments mean a whole lot to me. Even if you just say hello, okay, that would be nice. Just say hello. That would be cool too. So let me get over here to Kartra. And I'm on Kartra now. Now, this particular funnel here, when you look at it, I'm going to just scroll. You can see it looks kind of complicated, and it's all this is blocked over here. This little red tab, if you click on it, will make all that go away. Okay. So this is the start of the funnel right here. Now, what I want to do is I want to go into edit, and I want to show you what makes this start. So this lead has any tag from SCF. SCF is Survivalcave food. So anytime somebody actually does anything at Survivalcave food, they download something, they opt in, they buy a case of meat, whatever, they're going to get tagged with a tag from Survivalcave food. So that's what makes this funnel start. So if I were to leave this funnel like this, anytime somebody does something at Survivalcave food, they're going to get assigned to this funnel and they're going to start going through it. Now, the people that already have a tag from Survivalcave food will not start in this funnel. They won't start in this funnel because it has to be when the tag's assigned. So if I wanted somebody who already had a Survivalcave food tag, I would need to search all those people and assign them to this particular sequence. So that's the start of it right there. Okay, so this is your first thing. When you get into the sequence builder, you're going to have this right here. Now, the next thing I want to do is I want to organize out of all those people at Survivalcave food, do I want every single person to get it? And the answer is no, I don't want every single person to get it. If you want every single person to get it on your list, then go ahead and do that. Now, if you notice here, I've got this split. You see this split right here? And I've pulled it over from the side. And you get your split over here. Where's the split at? Right here. You just grab it and drag it over. And that's what I've done. And this split's going to ask a question. Let me look at that question real quick. That split is going to ask a question. Here's the split question. Right after the previous step. Okay, so as soon as they get assigned, and then I've got a time in here because I like it to start at 10 a.m. I want a condition in here, and the condition is does not have tag SCF retailer. Now, why do I want that? I want that because those are all the people that are retailers of my product. In other words, they sell that particular product. So I wouldn't want to send them an email because they're already selling my product. There's no point in that. So let me close that. So it's going to ask that question, does not have tag. Okay, if it's true they don't have that tag, then it's going to move forward. However, if it's false and they do have that tag, it's going to say false over here. And as you see, that one line is going to go all the way down. This is a long funnel, guys, to right here where it's going to go ahead and take them out of that funnel. So basically in the beginning, if they have that tag of a retailer, it's going to pull them out and they won't see all this stuff. Okay, which is what I want to do. Now, if it's true that they don't have that tag, then I can go ahead and start my sequence. Okay, so what's going to happen is I'm going to send them this email and it's going to immediately go out to them. So let me click edit right now so you guys can see what this email is. And this is the email right after previous step. It doesn't matter the time of day because I already determined the time of day based on that split. Okay, this is the first email, 28-ounce shortage sale. Now, this is a meat shortage, okay, because we're running into that and I'm letting people know about it because of the second wave of this world illness. And I want them to be able to get some product right before it's all gone or it gets super expensive. So I'm going to send them this email. Now there's two emails here, but I've already done the split test and I know this one's better. This one here that says 100%. So we're going to go ahead and click edit. And then we're going to go over to that email and see what they're going to get sent. Okay, so this is the email that they get 100% of right here. This is the one down here. It's that second email. See, it says 100% of users. So this is the email itself that goes out. And I'm going to tell you about the software for this, guys. It's amazing. It is amazing software that you can use for this. Now, notice here it says first name. Let me kind of upsize it. First name, could our food supply run out? So the subject line is a question. It's not something like, hey, meat is on sale today. Okay, that's not going to get anybody's attention. We don't want that. We want something that's going to get their attention. So I'm going to put their first name there. And the software I use, you can grab this thing here. It says first name and plug it in there. And when their first name is in your system, it's automatically going to put their name there. So Tom or Jenny or Bob or whoever it is, it's going to ask them a question. Now, if I don't have their first name in my system, nothing will be there. It'll just say, could our food supply run out? If for some reason I don't have their first name, that's almost impossible, because to opt in, I have to have your first name. So what's going to happen is that's going to appear here. And if they have a preview window in their email, it's going to say, this is the one email that could save your life. And then I say, no, seriously. Okay. So then here's the email that's going to go out. It says, hey, my loss is your gain. I made this video to explain why our food supply is in danger. Click here to get all the details. This has never happened before, so I made this video to explain why you can save so much for a short period. This explainer video will only be available for a limited time, but you can watch it here now. Now, if you notice, I've got a link here, I've got a link here, I've got a link here, and I've got a link here. So there's several links to this particular video. It says, cheers, JR. Remember, good things come to those who take advantage of opportunities, and your chance to get in on this is limited. Click here to get the scoop. So I'm going to go ahead and click on it just so I can get that link right here. And then I want to take you guys to this link right here, and I'm going to copy it. But I think what I'm going to have to do, what I'm going to have to do is change my screen share real quick, because I'm just sharing this one tab and I want to share my entire screen. So let me get back over here, and I'm going to stop the screen share for just 1 second. And then I'm going to go back to share, and I'm going to share the screen. Okay, so there we go. And I want to share entire screen. Okay, and then I'm going to click share. So you guys should be seeing something like this. Okay, so I'm going to go back over here, and I'm going to paste that link that is in my email right there. Okay, and then I'm going to go to it. So when they click inside this email, this is the page they're going to come to. And it says, protect your family from food shortages today. Regular price $2.99 a case. America's support sale $179. Save up to 40%. 10 case limit. Limited inventory. Now I'm going to move my mouse in just a second. And when somebody lands on this page, let's say they were scrolling on it. Okay. And they were just reading it, nothing's going to happen. Okay, it's going to say check beef, check chicken, check turkey, and they can click on any one of these. And I'm not going to do it yet, but I will in just a second. And then it says buy 1 case, buy 5 cases, buy 10 cases. So I've given them 3 opportunities here, guys. If people aren't buying enough from you, it's because you aren't offering enough. People on their own won't go from 1 item to 5 items unless you offer it to them. So make it easy for them. Say, hey, if you buy 1, you get this price. You buy 5, you get this price. If you buy 10, you get this price. And I show them the savings. I have the same buttons down there. Now watch my mouse as I go off the page. Look at this. This pop-up pops up. It says, order in the next 10 minutes. Okay, I've set up urgency, and use the code shortage and get an additional 10% off for a total savings of 50%. When you're doing a sale, guys, you want to have a large percent of discount. Don't do a sale where you get 3% off or 5% off or even 10, okay? Because it's not big enough to motivate people. Now you may say, well, JR, I don't have enough margin in my product to offer 30% or 40 or 50%. Yes, you do. You just up your price. I mean, really, it's that simple. Up your price and then discount it. I mean, you know, car dealers and you know, clothing stores and jewelry has been doing this forever. They just put a price that they really never sell it for. Now, I do really sell it for this price, but I'm just saying, all you got to do is up your price. So let's get rid of this window here. We've given them a discount code. Let me show you how some of this works. Now, if they were to click on any one of these, then they can see the sales page. So let me click on chicken real quick, and then I'm going to come back and I'm going to show you a couple other things this page does. And I also want to play that video for you too. So what it's going to do is going to say here it's $199. Now, why is it $199 when I said it was $179? Because that's for a single case. If they buy 5 cases, it goes to $189. Okay, there it is right there. But if they buy 10 cases, they can get it for $179, just like what I said. I'm giving free shipping here. This is a very simple checkout that is in this special software I'm using, which I will tell you about at the very end. And you'll be able to get this software for only $1. So there it is right there. There's their checkout. It's a simple checkout. And then I have some, GDPR type stuff in here, so they can stay on my list and continue. Now, there's also an upsell. I'm not going to go into the upsell right now. I just want to show you how this funnel works, but I want to go back one because I want to show you what happens when we sell out. Now, ground beef, I know we just sold out of. So when they click on that, look at this. It says, sorry, this product is sold out. There are worldwide shortages of many food products at this time. We only use USDA inspected meats that are raised in America. Please close this window and make another selection. So, I'm putting this product out there. I know it just sold out, but it lets them know this stuff does sell out. And as the other ones sell out, this pop-up will be attached to whatever link it is. Now, all these buttons here just have a link in them. That's all it is. So they actually just link to another page or they link to a pop-up. That's it. Here's, let's say, the pork one right here. And you can see that one and how that works. And it's going to be the same setup. It's going to have one case. It's going to have 5 cases. It's going to have 10 cases. Now, let me go back and I want to show you the video that I've actually used on this page here. So let me go ahead and play this. And I want to make sure my volume is up here. So let me make sure that's up. Okay, so the volume is up. And I'm going to play the video for you so you can hear what I'm saying.
Will the food supply run out? I get asked this question every single day. Look, I've been selling survival food online for the past 12 years, and we are one of the largest manufacturers of survival food in America. I can tell you that I have never seen such a demand for survival food as I have right now. I want to share with you that we are seeing shortages once again, just like when COVID first hit. This time it could be even worse since we are experiencing a shortage of workers and also shortages of things like cans that we use, labels, and of course proteins like beef, chicken, turkey, and pork. Like you probably already know, when you throw that in, prices have skyrocketed on just about every single thing from gasoline to homes. And of course, it would be naive not to realize that food would be the biggest scarcity since it's something everyone needs to have on hand. I'm doing some special pricing on our canned meats, and I want to pass that on to you. You will see below that I'm even going to throw in free shipping and my now famous book, The Great American Food Shortage, which can help you plan and explain what's going on and how you can better protect your family and yourself. I would advise you to buy now, because I cannot promise what we will have left in the coming days and weeks. And one thing is for sure, if you lose your job and you lose your income or your income goes down, the one thing you'll want to have on hand is a food supply to keep you alive. Hey, you can't eat cash, you can't eat gold or ammunition. You got to have food. Check what we have remaining by clicking the button below each meat, which says check availability. You'll have to check each button to see if there's a supply, and make sure you grab it if we have anything left. Thanks so much for your business in the past. Stay safe, and I'll talk to you soon.
Okay, so that's the video that they see, and there's a little warning here. Please be aware, supplies and availability changes daily. Current shipping times are at 4 to 6 weeks and increasing. Now, as we look at this page here, first off, this is a video. Some people won't watch a video because they think it's too long. So what did I do right here? I said it's a 2-minute video that explains food shortage. Okay, so I tell them up front, it's only 2 minutes. I mean, you got time for 2 minutes, okay? And then right here, I say something else, save hundreds with free shipping on all orders. And then the other worry is, where is it made? So I say 100% made, sourced, and manufactured in America. So there's so many selling points on this page here, guys. It's really going to help you out. And then I talk about the meat right here. Let me kind of upsize that. I say it's low pressure cooked. It's all USDA inspected, no fillers or additives. It's humanely processed. It's low sodium. So all the things that they may have a concern over, I go ahead and talk about and say, hey, you don't have to have a concern over this. Now, I want to get back to that funnel. So let me go back here. That wouldn't be the place to do it, would it? Right here. There's the funnel. Okay. So this is the funnel. This is the email we just looked at. You went to the sales page. You saw how it worked. So I want to go ahead and close out of this. This is email number 1. Okay. So I send out this email. Now, after email number 1 happens, there's another box right here, and it says 1 day later. 1 day later, something happens. There's a split. Okay. Now I want to edit the split, and let's see what the split is. The split is this. Okay. I say Now I've already taken out my retailers. Remember that in the beginning? So I don't have to worry about that anymore. Now the only thing I have to worry about is I don't want to send this email out to somebody who already bought. Okay, so if they already bought, I'm not going to send the next email to them. I'll take them out of the sequence because they bought. There's no point in bombarding people with emails. This is something else this software will do, which is amazing, guys. So when they buy the beef, they're going to be tagged with 28-ounce beef shortage buyer, or 28-ounce chicken shortage buyer, or 28-ounce pork, or 20-ounce turkey. So if they have one of these tags, okay, I want to send out this email to them the next day, which is 10 a.m., unless they don't, unless they have one of these tags. So it does not have any one of these tags. And this is all or, okay, not and. So we want to say or. If they don't have this tag, if they don't have this tag, they don't have this tag, heck, go ahead and send them an email because they didn't buy. If they do have those tags, and let me go back over here. If they do have those tags, that's false. This is, no, they have one of those tags. It's going to take them, look at this, out of that sequence. It's going to remove them, okay? Now, this is an ongoing process on a daily basis. So it's going to send them this email here. It's going to, apply this split right here. And then day 2 email comes along. So let's go in here and let's edit that real quick and take a look at it. So this is the 3rd email, actually. I skipped over one of them, but that's okay. You're getting the point here. Right after the previous step, this is the 3rd email right here. And I'm going to go ahead. Let's go ahead and look at that email real quick. I click here to edit it. It says video. Is this the definition of insanity? What does that mean? Okay, so your subject line, guys, it shouldn't be like 20% off men's shirts today. If you do something like that, people are going to be like, I don't need a shirt today. I needed pants. Okay, so they're not going to click on your emails. They're not going to open it. Don't put an email that tells them what's in the email. The idea of a subject line is to get them to open the email. Okay, please understand that. So when they open this email here, it says here, I have literally never seen demand jump like this, but this video explains it all. What video? Now I've got that interest build up. They're like, well, I want to know what the video is. What's the video? So as they go into here, it says, are you telling me this could be even worse now? What? Okay. This is the real story of our food supply. You can see a video of my explanation. There we go. By clicking here. Okay. Now this is going to take them. Let me finish reading this. They just kept stocking up, and I think this video was the cause of it all. If you want to get what so many before you got, then you need to hurry and click here to see what all the commotion is about. The video explains how important my customers are to me, and it's time to pay you guys back. Stay safe, JR. P.S. I know you don't want to miss out on something that has never occurred before. Click here to see how you can take advantage of my situation. My situation is I'm running out of meat, okay? So they're going to click and they're going to go to that same sales page again. This is repeated over a series of days. Now I want to show you what I did here. This is all right. So we sent one email here, 2nd email here, 3rd email here, 4th email here. Now on the 4th day, the sale ends. So what I do is I send a series of emails. Okay. The 5th day it ends. I send a series of emails letting them know it's ending. So this is the last day here. And in this email, I say it's the last day. I do my split to take out the buyers. And then I send them another email. I'm like, hey, man, you only got X number of hours left, 6 hours or whatever I put in there. I can't remember. And then I see if they bought. If they didn't buy, I send them another email. I'm like, hey, you're down to 6 hours. You need to buy. And then I send them another email. I'm like, you're down to like an hour, 2 hours. And so that's what happens this last day here. They get 3 emails and it keeps reminding it. It keeps sending them back to that same page and it keeps checking to see if they already bought. Let me get back over to my StreamYard screen right here and making sure that this makes sense to you. Is this making sense to you guys? Let's see here. I got blocked on Facebook from doing lives, got you on YouTube. I wonder why that is. Wayne Charles, I can see it, Wayne Charles. Okay, let me start talking to you guys a little bit. Weird that you got blocked on Facebook. That's really strange here. Let me, 1 second, Paul. I'm going to go over to Facebook, see what the heck they're doing over there. And I'm going to pull up my link because I want to make sure that's working here. I'm going to click on it. All right, there's the link to it. Let's see here. Customize your dashboard. Okay, got it. And I want to make sure you guys can see this stuff. It looks like it's working for me, Paul. I don't know. Let me wave here and see if it's real time. But it looks like it's working. Yeah, I don't know why it wouldn't be working on yours, Paul. That's really strange. Yeah. It's working because I'm just waving to myself here, and I just saw it on the screen. So it must be. It's got to be something in your settings or something. So you may want to check that. Okay, so this is a multi-step process. Now, there's more to this funnel. And I think I showed you in the beginning, I think as of this morning, there's about 15,000 people going through this funnel. So I know based on my numbers, it's going to generate, say, $1 million. I know that based on, what my buy rate is, based on, what my audience is like. Now, some of you may be saying, well, Jay, I don't have 15,000 people, or I don't have 100,000. I have obviously more than 15,000 people, but that's what's in it going through today. And we stagger it, based on, the list and all that good stuff. But guys, this stuff works. I mean, it's like, I remember when I first got into selling online, and I was like, I wonder if you could really make money online. I mean, I know big companies like Select Blinds or, Home Depot or, I'm trying to think of other stores that sell, big companies, Lowe's or something like that. They can sell online, but, can you really just market online? Can you do that? Let's say, I have no idea why I'm being blocked personally. Oh, hate Facebook, by the way. Love the new background. Thank you so much. I'm trying to decorate this place. And I ought to take the camera here and kind of show you guys around. It really is. It always looks calmer and nicer from you guys' view. But if you see my view, it doesn't look like this. So let me just kind of show you around. I'm going to take the camera. Okay, so I've got the camera here, as you can see me. I'm looking at the camera. And what I want to do is kind of show you what it really looks like in this room. As you can see, there's all these lights. There's a view out my backyard right there. You can see that. This platform, I had the computer on, but it was too high. So I got rid of that. You can see the rest of the lights here. The room is huge, and I couldn't really use all of the room. There's a lot of white wall there and everything. But, this is what I'm seeing when I look. I'm seeing this, and I see the screen. See there? There's you guys. That's what I actually see. I don't have my sound curtains really up. They're over there. I got like 3 of them over there. I don't really have those up. You guys let me know. Let me put this back on here. You guys let me know how the sound is. It may still be a little bit echoey. Let me scoot this back a touch. But it's like my clock here is not centered. It should be way higher. But the ceilings in this room are so big that I had to do that so I could get all this in the shot. Also, let me know what you thought of this training. Is this helpful to you? I mean, do you feel like this is something that's going to help you out? Let's see. Love the email strategy. Thank you so much, Paul. Yeah, it works amazing. I mean, it really does. And, I want to go back to it in just a second and show you something else in Kartra that I didn't show you that I think would be really helpful too, because what I have is people who went there and landed on the page and they didn't buy anything. Let's see, audio is decent. You're not telling me it's good. You're saying it's decent. Lisa, what's going on? Yes, very helpful. I'm so glad. And guys, it's like, I feel like I have to share this with you because it's like, I go into a Starbucks or I go into some coffee shop and sometimes I'll sit down to work and I see these people rushing in and they're getting their coffee and they're rushing out and they're getting in their car and they're all dressed up for work. And I know they're miserable. I know they're miserable. I know they are. And I'm like, God, I sometimes I just want to pull somebody out of line. I'm like, you don't have to do this. You don't have to go to the job anymore. You don't do what I'm doing. I'm not that smart. You can do exactly what I'm doing and make tremendous money. And guys, hit me up, send me messages. A lot of you guys will send me a message and you'll ask for help and I help you, but most of you don't. You never ask me any questions. Do it. I mean, why keep getting in the car and commuting to that job? I don't understand why you want to do that. I really don't. I think it's insanity. Is there a price point where you decide to do a more extensive email versus a shorter sequence for cheaper products? That's a great point. That is a great point. Now, this is the crazy thing. You end up doing shorter emails for more expensive products and longer emails for free products. And as the product gets more expensive, you can put less work into the email. Now, here's why. Here's why. And once I tell you, you're going to go, oh yeah, that makes sense. Here's why. If you're giving somebody something for free, if you're just giving it to them, okay, let's say it's a PDF download or ebook or whatever, what do they think about the product? They think it's worthless. They think it's not worth anything. So if you're selling something for $5 or $10, they're going to be like, it can't be worth anything. It's $5. So you really have to sell it more than you would have to sell something that's $500. If you notice that sales page I have is not very long. There's not much to it. There's a 2-minute video, and I've got a list of some of the, things about the product. Now, our products have been around for over a decade now, so it's pretty well known. But the point is, it's less work to sell a more expensive product. And I think a lot of newbies will go out there and they put hardly any copy on a page and they try to sell a $10 item and it doesn't sell and they fail and they don't make any money and they're like, this doesn't work. It doesn't work because of how you're going about it. If you've got a super cheap product, once again, super cheap product requires more salesmanship than a really expensive product. It's backwards. It's really, really backwards. Now, after they go to this particular sales page and they buy something, there is an upsell. I think we have a guide on there. It's $9, and it's a guide to surviving in the wilderness, which is a really good guide. I mean, it's really a nice one. It's $9. And I put that in there because it's a digital product. And since it's a digital product, it costs me nothing to send this PDF out. And I grab another $9. And you're like, $9 isn't much money, JR. It is when 1,000 people do it, or 10,000 or 100,000. $9 is real nice, especially when I don't even have to send them anything. It's just a PDF. When they buy that product, my system here that I use, which I'll tell you about in a second, will automatically send that out to them automatically. And I got to tell you, it's so cool because when I first started doing this, I didn't know what to say in an email. I didn't know what to do. I couldn't type. I still can't type. And now I know I could build a funnel in the software that I use, and I can make $1 million. What? How is that? It's because I just learned this stuff. And guys, you can learn the same things. Let me look at some of the other things I have in here. Let's see here. Love the email strategy. Wayne, what is going on, Wayne? I haven't seen you in a while, buddy. Is this time better for you? Do you like this time better? And guys, right now, while we have a little bit of time, I'm going to be filming videos today. I'm a little bit over, but at 10 o'clock, I need to start filming videos. But put any questions you have in there. I want to answer them for you. I want to help you out. I want you to make money. I want you to do that right there. Okay, I want you to do that. But to do that, you got to know what to do. A lot of people say, well, yeah, I would work hard if I knew what to do, JR. Well, now's your chance. Now's your chance to ask me. I got new comments down here. How has the business transition been now that you're in Texas? On the cheap PDF, you got them to open their wallet. Yes, but now keep in mind, I didn't do the cheap PDF first. If you're thinking like a lead magnet, something like that, or a tripwire, excuse me, a lead magnet's free, a tripwire you actually pay for. And let me explain that to you guys. It's good that you brought that up. A cheap item or a free item. A free item is when somebody opts in. Okay, that's called a lead magnet. And what you're doing is essentially just getting a lead. A tripwire is where you get them to open their wallet for a cheap item, $1, $5, $9. Okay, I use this as a bump. My survival guide, and I can't pull up that page because I actually have to go through the funnel or I have to find that page for you guys. But on the sales area, you can click a box at the bottom of the meat purchase, and when you click that box, it will in effect offer them this survival guide. And let me go back. Here. I'm going to share my screen again. I want to go back and show you something else inside the funnel before I get out of here. And I know I'm staying too long because I've got to get other stuff done, but I really, man, I love sharing this with you guys. Let me go here. I'm going to say done and exit. There's a couple other things right here. I've got these other things here. Now they're just starting to go through. So you can see there's 15,000 in this one right now. Visit sales page of SCF 2021 shortage. Okay. So if they visited the sales page, I have another sequence that's going to go out to them. If they didn't buy the bump from the shortage, in other words, there's a bump at the bottom and they didn't buy that, there's another email thing that goes out to them. All right. So, and then I have an upsell on there where I try to sell them 14-ounce meat after the 28-ounce. So there's another sequence that goes out to them. So as you can see, if they didn't buy these certain things, I have these email sequences. Oh, look at this one here. Let's look at this one here real quick. So I'm going to edit that one. This is pretty amazing. So if they went to that sales page, I can tag them because I know they went to that sales page. But if they didn't buy anything, look at this. Check this out. There's going to be another sequence that's going to go out to them. And it's going to go, hey, man, you didn't buy. I saw you went to my page, but you didn't buy. So here's all the emails, a bunch of emails that go out to them. But let's look at one of them here. There we go. Okay. If it doesn't have any of these tags, this email is going to go out to them. And what's it going to say? Let's check it out. I noticed about an hour ago, or let me look at this. Let me look at this. Hey, first name, did you see the video? So I'm going to say, hey, these people I know went to the page, but I don't know if they watched the video or not. This happened about an hour ago. 1 hour, I can do this in the software. 1 hour after they visited the page, this email is going to go out to them. It's going to say, I noticed about an hour ago you checked out my video on canned meats, but for some reason, you didn't move forward with your order. Why? Click here to complete your order. So they can click here and they can actually go to it. If it was a glitch on our end, I want to apologize and reassure you that you can still grab this great deal. Thanks again for your business. Stay safe. Click here to complete your order. Now think about this, guys. Out of all the people that go to your sales pages, and I'm going to go ahead and stop sharing this screen here because there's a bunch more of these emails, but I would be here like 2 hours to show you emails. And I don't want to do that. But there's a bunch more of these emails that go out. And think about this. When people go to your sales page, let me get back to StreamYard so you can see me. And I'm going to stop sharing. So when people go to your sales page, there's a number of reasons why they don't buy. Most newbies assume they didn't buy because they didn't want it. It's not true. They went there and clicked on it because they had an interest. But what if while they were there, one of their kids fell down and got hurt? What if while they were there, their phone went off and they answered their phone? What if they got a notification from Facebook? What if somebody knocked on the door? There's all kinds of reasons why they didn't buy. And if you just remind them that they didn't buy, send them an email, say, hey, you didn't buy, you'd be amazed how many people will go ahead and start buying your products. It's those little tiny things where you're mopping up all those little crumbs where people are out there and they're interested, but you didn't go any further. Let me check out some of these comments. Let's see here. Can you do a video on doing, oh wait, I got new comments. This thing here, let me scroll. Okay. Do you have an empty cart sequence where they started but abandoned the cart? Yes, I have that too. So there's you could overdo the sequence thing, but I have a lot of sequences in there. Can you do a video on doing how you did your book? Who did the cover art? And did you outsource the editing? Who do you use for actual POD product, print on demand products? Actually, that book is printed by Amazon, and I forgot what they call it now, but I have two ways of doing it at Amazon. The first way is I say, hey, I want you to print 100 books and send them to me. That's generally what we do because I don't try to sell that book a lot on Amazon. The book I was holding up in that video. And if you didn't see that, guys, go back to the beginning of this and I play the video and I hold up my book. The other way is if somebody does buy from Amazon, Amazon will actually just ship it out to them. So the book is on Amazon. They can buy it there, or I can buy 100, 200 books and have them here. It saves me a lot of money if I buy them up front. But of course, we got to put them in envelopes and send them out, which I don't mind doing a few hundred of those. Now, everybody who is buying on this funnel that I'm sending out right now gets a free book. And that book cost me, I think, to send out, I want to say $5 and some change, something like that. But, and you say, well, JR, you don't want to give up $5. It's not that. It's a book is like a business card in a way. And what I mean by that is a book they're not going to throw away. If you give somebody a business card, they're going to throw it away. If you give them a book, I don't know if they'll read it or they won't read it, but it usually will stick around the house or they'll pass it on to somebody else. So it really is an advertising thing. Plus, it is very helpful if they read that book. It's going to help them out. It'll get them prepared and they'll be in better shape, which is what I want them to do. So that's my training for today. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm going to do more lives. And with my move, there's no excuse. But with my moves, I have been a little short on time, but I've also been a little lazy. And I have to be honest with myself on that one. Because then I got to be here at 9 o'clock in the morning. But I do want to be here and I do want to help you guys out. Put in that comment section. What did you think of the training? Did you get something out of this? And by the way, the software I use for all this is called Kartra. And after this video is over with, there's going to be a description below. Look for the thing that says Kartra. click on that link. It will take you to a page where you can watch a video on Kartra. You don't have to put in a credit card or put in your email or do anything. Just watch the video. If you like what you see, which I don't know how you couldn't. I don't know how you couldn't, but if you like what you see, click on it and you can get Kartra for $1. That's my affiliate link. $1, you can get Kartra. An amazing software, amazing software. So guys, put in that comment section. Did you like this? Did you not like this? Is it good? Have a safe weekend, brother. Love the lives. Thank you so much, Paul. I'm going to do more. I'm going to quit being lazy. I'm going to do more. I think I need to lower my lights a little bit. I don't mean the brightness. I mean, they're too high. The light is hitting up here, and this is a constant adjustment thing. It really is. But I want to have the lights just right for you guys so you can see me. So you can see the backgrounds, get something interesting to look at. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. Hit that subscribe button, please, please, please. Sign in and ring the bell. Turn on all bell notifications so you're notified each and every time you go live. Actually, once you click that subscribe button, you're going to see a bell pop up. You need to click the bell and turn on all notifications. What that does is it will give you a notification when I'm going live or I'm uploading a video, something like that. So you'll want to do that. Guys, I appreciate you so much. You could do anything with your time. You're devoting it to yourself and you're devoting it to me. And I really appreciate that. Your training is top notch. JR, thank you. Thank you so much. That is, I can't read it so far away. DB Dozy, I think it is DBL Dozy. I really appreciate you being here. I appreciate every one of you guys. Love you so much. Thank you for being here. I've got to get out of here now and go record more videos. You guys have a great day and I'll talk to you real soon.